So the task was to develop exercises for strengthening your body. So the first exercise is simple, is isometric exercise. That means it's not about movement, it's about keeping or holding the position. In this exercise you're just on all fours. The knees definitely don't touch the floor, as you can see. So let's just start with the hands and the feet on the floor and the legs bent. Next position would be same position with the forearms on the floor. Then we straighten our legs, still with the ball of our feet on the floor. Now we lift ourselves up, straightening the arms, and get into a wide stance with the arms a bit wider and the legs a bit wider. Now coming down again with a straight back, knees not touching the floor definitely, and closing the legs again, still with the knees not touching the floor. And then we start again. The forearms touch the ground, come to the floor, we straighten them a bit, or put them more to the front, widen our legs, straightening them, stretching the knees, then lifting our upper body with straight arms, and this way we just continue several times. It doesn't have to be fast because it's about holding the positions, and we should just keep those positions for a few seconds. Since it's an exercise that should be possible for many different levels, we can just hold the positions for 3 seconds, and then as we get better we can progress or hold it for longer. But if it's too strenuous, we just change the position so it becomes a bit more fluid, and the better we are, we can just try to hold the positions as long as possible. These positions are for strengthening your whole body, as I said in the beginning. So it's definitely the core strength, the whole back and the abdominal musculature which is being trained, but also legs and arms. So now to the next routine, burning fat. For burning fat we need endurance exercises, so we just jump a little bit left, right, up and down. The higher we jump, the more weight we put onto our hands or arms, which will help our muscle building. But make sure you keep moving as much as possible, because this way we increase the blood flow. I'm doing this on all fours to involve more muscle groups and thus getting more out of one exercise. The more confident we are with the exercise, the faster we can try to get. This exercise is simple. We change between 3 positions: wide stance, close stance, and sprint position or lunge, which is exchanged of course with the left and right foot. Try to do it as fast as possible, and to get even faster we can now do it in a standing position. This way we don't only increase the blood flow, but we also have coordination exercises. It's fun, trust me. Now in this part we are focusing on balance. It's a very simple exercise. We just walk slowly, step by step, focusing on the transition of our weight and the tension that we need to keep a smooth flowing motion, no stopping, but very slowly. We can walk freely, left, right, forward, backward, it doesn't matter. As we get more comfortable with the exercise, we can play around. This is moving like a chameleon, for example. Another variation would be lifting the leg very high while walking. As you can see, all muscle groups are involved, from toes to the sole of the foot, the calf, definitely the thigh, the glutes, and the abdominal musculature. And another variation is placing the feet very close close in front of each other. And definitely the hardest variation that I've done was walking very low. The lower you go, the more strenuous it will be on your quadriceps. And to increase the difficulty, I now lifted the legs sideways and and also tried to cross them in front of each other. So in general, the exercises are simple. You just walk as slowly as possible and into any direction. Have fun with them. Another simple exercise to test your equilibrium or to train it, but also to test your flexibility, is to get up from a sitting position, only using your feet to get into a standing position. The last isometric exercise we did was in a planche or push-up position. Now we do the opposite. We just lie on our, back, but actually our shoulders and legs are not touching the floor, so it's only the lower back and the glutes that are touching the floor. Now, extending the limbs and moving them will increase the interaction of different abdominal musculature used to maintain the balance. So again, it's a very simple exercise. You can just move your feet like you're pedaling or whatever. You can just swing your arms and feet or legs around and try to keep your extremities off the floor. No arms, no legs touching the floor. You can roll sideways to focus on your lateral abdominal musculature. Of course, don't forget to switch sides to train both sides.